All right, guys, welcome back to the Sea Morning Show. And there has been, you know what, Kay?
Yes.
There has been a recent trend involving the consumption of fresh oyster.
Yes.
I've been to one place here in North Jakarta, and it was really good. The oyster, which is now we would like to know actually which is a type of seafood often served raw with lemon and everything, and we would like to know, is it safe for our health?
Exactly.
Is it good for us?
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Yeah.
I need to know about that.
How much can you eat it to make it not bad for you? Well,
Right.
unfortunately, for some people, consuming raw oysters can lead to various problems. There have been those who suffer from food poisoning after eating them. Now, if such is the case with oyster, how about other raw seafood? Now, of course, right here, we are already with MMC Hospital Physician Nutritionist, Professor Dr. Rachmad Soegih. Good morning, Prof.
Morning.
Good
Thank you so
morning.
much for joining us with right here on the Sea Morning Show today.
All right, Prof,
Yeah.
since you're here and we have fresh oyster in front of us, like I wondering in the first place that
Yes.
I've been to one place to eat oyster. Of course, it's raw.
Yeah.
But
It's trending right now,
yeah,
right?
it's really popular at the moment. But I would like to know, some seafood are served raw, such as tuna, sashimi, salmon,
Right.
and oyster, and also octopus.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that one too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are they safe for us to consume it that way, Prof?
Yes, oyster is one of the part of seafood, yeah. But the nutritional composition of the oyster is better than the other, yeah. They have the vitamin B complex, and especially for the mineral, yeah.
Correct.
They're rich in minerals like zinc, selenium, yeah, and other seafood is not too complete like oyster. But oyster has also a dangers, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have two kind of oysters from farming, so they farm, and the other is oyster from mostly they get from the borderland of beach, yeah. And you know that the border beach is more garbage, yeah.
Oh,
So
Right.
the oyster also eat from this condition, yeah.
Wow.
And mostly in this condition there's but we call it pathological bacterial, yeah. We call it review. They eat this, yeah, and they enter to the oyster, and if we eat the oyster
Yeah.
without cooking, so the bacteria can poison the people who eat the oyster. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wow.
So it's,
Mostly, yeah.
Okay.
it's because of it's the contamination then, Prof. Now, the
Yeah.
question is for those who are fallen ill, especially after consuming raw seafood, is that because of the bacteria or a virus that, you know, or the contamination because of the raw seafood itself? What happened? Is it because of the unclean seafood? Then they got fallen ill, usually, Prof. The cases that you've met before.
Yes. Okay, if you will eat oyster, so you must choose from the known unknown of restaurant, yeah, because they mostly came from the farming, yeah,
Yes.
not from the
Straight from the ocean.
Border
Yeah.
street, yeah.
Oh,
That's that's the concept. So if you want oyster, so it's better when you cooking, because if we cook the oyster, the bacterial, we call it bacterial, they can kill by heat. Yeah.
Correct.
Oh,
So
okay.
that, okay.
Okay.
So if you want oyster, so choose the oyster not from the coffee street. I mean, yeah,
Correct.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
because we can know where came the oyster. Yeah. And if in the big restaurant, mostly they came from farming oyster.
Yes. Yes.
So it's
yeah,
safe.
so they-
It's safer and
Yeah.
it's better for us to cook the oyster first before we eat
Yes,
it. But
first,
if we
yeah.
want to eat it raw, we have to go to decent places,
Yes.
the
Restaurants
right
that are already known,
restaurant.
correct,
Don't
yeah.
go to just don't go and eat some oyster that you cannot guarantee it's safe for us.
Yeah, like Professor said, not street vendors.
Exactly. So, Professor,
Yes,
if so basically there are risks for people who are eating the raw oyster or oyster in general. What health risks are involved by consuming raw seafood, Prof?
Yeah, mostly seafood is composed from cholesterol and also from mineral of the food, yeah,
Yeah.
like zinc is in the other food is not much as seafood, yeah, because the composition, yeah, like the cholesterol and
Yeah.
they will build hormonal and enzyme in our body.
Whoa.
The hormonal they
Yeah.
can make metabolism of the body is good, yeah, because we like this, yeah. You know about diabetic, yeah. Diabetic is depend on the hormonal insulin, yeah. Most to product the insulin,
Yeah.
we need a composition of mineral and also cholesterol. Then this hormonal they can metabolic of the glucose to make an energy and also to make fat in your body. Yeah,
No.
that's the important thing of the
Eating.
mostly from the seafood. Yeah.
Okay,
But-
things that we
but
have to.
must yes, that must be little bit careful for what kind of seafood what do you
Yeah.
eat
Now,
and what do you eat, yeah.
Professor,
Okay.
if you're seeing right now, oh, it's already there. It was there before. It's very big now in Korean also. If we're talking about raw seafood and it's killed,
Yeah.
it's different, right? It's killed, but then you eat it raw.
Yeah.
But there are some, especially right now, mukbangs, where I don't know if you can see it, Professor. The octopus is still alive.
Live.
And it's still alive and breathing and wiggling, and they eat it when it's alive. Is there any risk factors for us to consume raw seafood that is still alive, Professor?
Or we can get more benefit.
Or maybe more benefits, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
So it's still, is that high
risky?
risk?
Yeah.
With a high risk as well as we eat the raw oyster, or more
Octopus.
dangerous?
That was octopus.
That was the octopus, right? Or it's more dangerous, Prof, to eat it
Yeah.
alive.
Oyster and
Octopus.
other like the difference between oyster and also squid, yeah. Or
Yes, yes,
what?
right. Yeah, correct,
Yeah.
correct, Prof.
It's a little bit similar, but the oyster is more
Better.
than mineral.
More, okay.
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 Mineral is like the important thing is zinc, yeah. Zinc,
Right. Zinc?
zinc,
yeah.
There's more on oyster.
On
Selenium.
oysters, yes.
Correct.
Selenium also, yeah, and mankan. This kind of we call it trace element. Yeah, this is the mineral that body need little but necessary to build the enzyme and also
Right.
to build the hormonal. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, it is a little, but and in the other food, it is not too much about this trace element. We call it trace element. It's a mineral that's necessary for build the hormonal and enzyme.
Right.
Yeah.
That's, that's the difference.
Okay, so doctor, as we know, there's I don't know, is it a myth or this is a fact that people are saying that elderly children and pregnant women supposed to or advised for not consuming certain types of raw food or even raw seafood. Can you explain to us about that, doctor? Is that true? Is that dangerous for them, or basically it's the same?
Not the dangerous. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So basically,
So there's a difference.
As long as if you would like to consume this food, so it's better when to make it sure you cook it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, any kind of cook.
Oh.
You can dry, because mostly we call it pathological bacteria. They can kill with heat. Yeah.
Oh.
So
okay.
for
Okay. So better to cook it first.
Yeah, because I remember, doctor, when I was pregnant.
like this,
Yeah, go ahead, doctor. Go ahead. Yeah, Prof.
Like this, This is good, This with similar about with this kind of this food is similar with the oyster,
Yeah.
Correct.
So they more zinc, more cholesterol is not too much, but zinc we call it trace element. The trace element mostly important for normal metabolism of the body.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
So basically, there's a lot of benefit that. Yes.
Nutritional is good. The composition is also good.
Right.
But sometimes we must know where come this seafood. If this come from the deep sea, that's better.
Yes.
From the borderline of pig.
Right.
Because this mixed with garbage.
Right.
Oh,
yes.
so doctor, which one do you prefer? You like it cooked or raw? When it comes to seafood.
Yes, Professor.
Yeah, Prof. Which one do you prefer? Do you like it cooked or raw?
Both.
Good to know, Professor. All right.
Because the composition of little bit different.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
Each of these they have the composition and also
The benefits and taste,
function,
Professor.
function
Yes.
is different.
All right, anyways, Professor Rachmad Soegih, thank you very much for your time. You know, it is a very short time that we had, but hopefully we'll see you again very soon with many more discussion right here on the C Morning Show.
Thank you so much,
today.
Professor.
Thank you, Prof. Have a
Take
great
care.
day.
Have a good day.
Enjoy the rest of your day,
Okay.
Professor.
Bye.
All right, so we learned a lot from Professor.
Now we know.
Yes, a lot of nutrition, a lot of B12, zinc.
Yeah.
It was low in calories.
Right.
But
Enzymes as
enzymes,
well.
right? So great minerals if you eat raw seafood.
Wow. So basically, there's a lot of benefit that we can get from the raw seafood. But also, there are risks if we consume it and we're not aware about to consume it or where the seafood coming from.
Yeah, well, anyways, you know, Shafira, I love how, I love me some salmon sashimi, tuna sashimi. But I remember when I was pregnant, my obstetrician told me that I cannot have it until I'm on my third trimester, because at that time, you know, the fetus it turns into a baby is growing and whatnot. And then they do have like bacteria, just like Professor said. So it is very, you know, it's you can't have that, you know, all those raw seafoods and whatnot until your baby is like big enough, and, you know, a proper baby before you can consume. But even though he said it's better that you can just wait for 9 months and then you'll have your raw seafood after that.
Okay, we're talking about raw seafood. We're not talking about live.
Yeah. Did you guys see that?
Oh my God! What? Oh
I was just thinking, would that be stuck on your throat? Because it's still kind of like wiggly, right?
It's not just, especially when you're talking about the pregnancy, women in pregnancy
Yeah.
who eat the octopus alive, it's not only contains of bacteria. The octopus will eat, you know, the eggs of your...
Yeah, they're like,
oh my God. No. Don't.
But, you know, that's a real fear factor for you right there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you that we
Good thing it's oyster, not
enlightenment
like
from the
octopus.
professor. Exactly.